Right, I'm using the Canon camera this time because it should be able to show things a little closer. What it is, I started this project and then realised I might as well film it because it might be of use to other people. There's a bigclive.com video where he goes through one of these power banks, and it's denoted by the compass on the back, and they're usually a little bit flaky and a bit dodgy because these solar panels are either not connected or they're about 50 milliamps output or something like that. Kind of useless because you put them in a windowsill and the things might explode. So I've started to take this one apart, and the idea is I'm going to replace that panel with 3 of these. I bought a pack of 10. They are Sunny Aid. They are 5 volts, 200 milliamps each, so that'll be 600 milliamps going in, which will be much better than trying to get 50 milliamps solar going through. And so I started taking it apart, as I say. Now luckily I've got a 20,000 milliamp LiPo in there, 2 times 10,000 that is. And what I'm going to do is take this panel off the original, test it and see what it actually does put out, although it is winter now, and then take the wiring through one of the holes. There's 4 screw holes that keep this together. Put 2 wires through there and I'll be able to connect up the panels when I want and charge the thing on solar. So that's the overview of the idea. Right, let's try a little test. Here's that panel. You can see it, little motor, right up to the sun. Oh, there we go. So the original panel does do something. Now in comparison, here's one of the new panels and we'll try this out. Oh yeah. Yep, and it's quicker. So that should be a good little demo really. 3 of these compared to one of the others. Next thing is to wire up these 3 panels in parallel and affix them to some kind of backing, and then they can be connected to the power bank. You see, the thing is, this just got a heck of a lot easier. Most of these power banks won't charge and output at the same time. I've got this panel over here which I made a while ago. It's got 4 of those panels on it, and you can see that it's charging the power bank. Now normally when you connect anything to it for charging, it'll stop charging itself and only do the output. But I can't see now, so I do apologise, I've got the sun behind me with this camera, but if I plug this in, let's see if I'm showing this, then there we are. It's showing that this audio recorder is charging. So it will do both at the same time. So in some ways it didn't even need to be opened up. Well, with that revelation I decided to put the charge bank itself back together, but to finish off what I said I'd do, and that is, got these 3 panels now on the back. They're all connected in parallel, and what I did use was is a laptop port, a USB port, and that will allow connecting a regular USB lead. So this is now 600 milliamps at 5 volts. You can see the diode on the right hand side, so it won't backfeed, and these actually put out about 5.6 volts, so it brings it down to the 5 volts. So there we are, that's a panel now that's 600 milliamps, and we'll charge this a lot better than the single panel. And the whole idea really is to say, stick this under a bit of cardboard or something like that in the shade, and then all the heavy lifting being done in the sun by the panels.